Everything you drag to the curb is somebody's invoice. He's mostly one dead couch, one broken fridge, one garage you finally gave up on. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how a junk truck out-earns people with law degrees, and the exact point where the story falls apart.
6 in the morning, gloves on. The first couch of the day is worth about $125, and it's the smallest number you'll hear today. By 7, a stranger's garage is emptying into his truck, armload by armload. Every single armload has a price on it. By 8, the truck is rolling to the next driveway. Hold that image, the rolling. That's where the real money hides, and almost nobody sees it. And by dark, one ordinary box truck can bill more than $2,000. So let's open the ledger and see where every dollar of that actually goes. Start with one full truckload. Nationally, that ticket runs $550 to $1,000. The big brands charge more. In the Bay Area, a single full load can hit $1,500, and single items carry their own menu, the strangest one being a piano, which averages $431 to haul away. But the ticket is only interesting because of what it does not cost him. Because here's the part everyone gets wrong. That whole load weighs about 2 tons, and the dump charges roughly $62 a ton. So the $700 job costs him maybe $125 at the gate. The landfill was never the story, and what he does next turns the trash itself into a second paycheck. More than half of what the biggest operator hauls never even hits the landfill. Dead appliances become scrap checks at the yard. Stripped copper pays over $5 a pound. Follow the logic. The customer paid him to take it away, and then the scrap yard pays him again for the privilege. Paid twice on the same couch and copper run. Add it up, and one truck can gross $150,000 to $250,000 a year, which sounds like the whole story. It is not even half of it, because the people winning this game are not stronger than everyone else. They are playing a completely different sport, and 3 of them are about to prove it. Meet the resumes. A Penn State student read a book about junk removal, bought a $1,000 truck, and started knocking. Before he graduated, by his own telling, he was billing around $20,000 a month. A student, a $1,000 truck. In North Carolina, 2 college kids started with 1 pickup and a trailer in 2012. Year 4, $1 million in sales. Year 5, $2 million. By 27, the founder says the business ran without his day-to-day input at all, and he's not even the wildest case. In St. Louis, one operator turned a $6,000 start into a company doing around $2.5 million a year in sales. And ask him when it really scaled, and he points to the day he broke his ankle stepping off the truck, because that's the day he was forced to stop lifting and start running routes instead. Remember that word. Roots. And if you don't trust interviews, trust legal filings. The average 1-800-GOT junk franchise pulls in over $2 million a year in sales. That's from the franchise disclosure document, filed under law, not a YouTube brag. But buried in that same filing is my favorite number in this entire industry. The best franchisee in the system billed $10.6 million in 1 year. The worst billed $10,000. Same brand, same trucks, same national ads, same playbook. One made 1,000 times more than the other. The logo clearly isn't the difference. The next 3 minutes are. Lever 1, the route. An average operator squeezes about 3 jobs out of a truck day. The optimized ones run 6, sometimes 8. Same truck, same crew, same insurance bill. Nearly double the revenue. So what exactly are the good ones deleting from their day? The enemy has a name: windshield time. Every minute spent driving between jobs is a minute nobody is paying, for the truck burns fuel, the crew burns wages, and the meter reads 0. Cluster your jobs into tight zip codes, and the same 12 hours simply produce twice the tickets. Which raises the obvious question: where do the well-placed jobs come from? This is where most haulers quietly bleed to death. A $30 shared lead sounds cheap, but if only 12% of those leads book, every real job cost you $250. A $55 exclusive lead that books 2 times out of 3, $85 a job. Cost per lead lies. Cost per booked job tells the truth, and the smartest operators skip the auction entirely. They hunt accounts instead of clicks. One property manager with 600 units feeds a hauler evictions, turnovers and cleanouts all year, one handshake, dozens of jobs, no ad auction. Realtors do the same before every listing, and those relationships hand you the biggest prize in the business. The whale jobs, an estate cleanout, a hoarder house. One address, 3 to 5 days, truckload after truckload, anywhere from $3,000 to $25,000 on a single booking, with almost zero windshield time. And the biohazard ones legally require a trauma scene certification most crews will never bother to get. A moat inside the moat, guarding the biggest checks. And the tide is rising. Baby boomers own about 40% of American homes, 2/3 of them say they want to downsize, and the share of households renting storage units just made its biggest jump on record. America is drowning in its own stuff. Somebody gets paid to carry it out. Wall Street has noticed. Private equity closed nearly 2,000 home services deals in a single year, and it loves junk removal for one line in the pitch deck. This industry grew 10% during recessions. When the economy breaks, the cleanouts multiply. So with all of that working for him, why isn't every hauler rich? Time for the number nobody puts in a thumbnail. The average single-territory college hunks franchise grosses about $850,000 a year. Its operating profit from its own disclosure document, $60,000. Before the owner pays himself a cent. Read that again. Gross revenue is a costume. Profit is the body underneath. And it changes who this business is actually for. So here's the honest distribution. The typical solo hauler takes home $50,000 to $80,000 a year real money, not lawyer money. A well-run solo truck can push past 100, and the multi-truck operators, the routine calendar people, clear 100 to 200,000 and beyond. Oh, and winter cuts everyone's volume roughly in half, so the undisciplined don't survive to spring. Now line up the comparison the title promised. The median American lawyer earns about $151,000 a year. The median hauler doesn't touch that number. But the top tier beats it clean, without the degree, without 6 figures of student debt, and without the desk. So what actually separates the top tier from everyone else? Go back to the 1000x spread. What separated the 10 million franchise from the 10,000 one was never muscle and never trucks. It was booked jobs per truck per day. Density is a calendar problem. And in this trade, a calendar problem is really a phone problem. Because junk customers call in a very specific mood. The garage is blocking the car, the closing is Friday, the dumpster fee doubles tomorrow. Same-day urgency. If that call rings out while the crew is halfway down a staircase with a sofa, the job books with whoever answers next. That's why haulers were early adopters of something we build at SAFIGO. An AI receptionist that answers within 2 rings, day or night, books the job straight into the calendar, and texts the crew the details before the sofa reaches the truck. The difference between 3 jobs a day and 5 was never the truck. It's who answers the phone.
So, does the man hauling your junk bank more than a lawyer? Honest answer, the ones who treat it as lifting, never. The ones who treat it as a route, a calendar, and a phone that always gets answered, yes. Some of them, embarrassingly so. Here's your homework. Tomorrow count the junk trucks you pass. Every one of them is a profit and loss statement on wheels, and now you can read it. And tell me in the comments, would you trade the desk for the truck? I read everyone.